Hello everyone, Rhombus Tromboni here, and today we're playing as Hector, his trusty companion Bark, and Eddie, in the continuation of Retribution 1, Retribution 2, another Legion quest mod by Autistic Harmonica. We played Retribution 1, that was the one with the Sextus dude, I think, and we are using a save game from the mod author as well. This is Hector. He usually comes with Veronica and Eddie, but I switched for little robot dog here. This is Robot Dog Overhaul by WebbProductionsEntertain, and this adds 6 new variants of a unique robot doggo, plus a new companion, good old Bark Pants. So one of the main reasons we are using the Hector save game is because it finishes the first Retribution mod, along with some side quests that gives us extra content. So, yeah, Sextus is gone.
Awe.
Hey, Barca. Who are you? Where's Sextus?
Sextus returned to Bullhead. Kaisar named him Kenturian, an overseer of the region.
Oh, sweet.
I'm Barca, his replacement for Cottonwood Cove.
I'm pretty.
Barker of the Cove.
I'm on drugs right
Not
now.
a bad ring to it. Not as good as your nickname, of course. If you're who I think you are.
The garbage can of Philadelphia.
The Scourge?
Oh, yeah, that one too. The Scourge.
I believe it's short for the Scourge of the Slaves. You did behead 100 of them.
Oh, I wasn't counting.
Oh, yes. You're quite famous now. From here to Flagstaff, slaves utter your name in fear, while legionnaires do so in admiration.
Sir Hector.
So, what can I do for the Legion's newest celebrity?
Wish to serve the Legion further. I'm just looking for work. I'm just looking around, you know. I wish to serve the Legion further.
I can see why you've become so loved. Fealty will take you far in the Legion. I prefer results, however. So let's see what you can do. Ever since we got here, some sniper has been harassing us, most likely from the Overlook. However, whenever I've sent men up there to hunt him down, they've found nothing. Perhaps a new set of eyes will help. Go there, find him, and kill him. Should be right up your alley.
Hell yeah, Barca. I'll get it done. Want me to bring you his head?
No, that's all right. I'll be able to tell he's dead from the lack of sniping.
Search for the sniper on the Overlook. You're new, too. Oh, you got a Final Fantasy sword.
Oh there, Amicus.
Oh there, Amicus. Who are you?
I am Maximus, champion of the Flagstaff Arena and Barca's personal bodyguard.
Oh. I like your helmet.
And you must be the Scourge. Word of your deeds has spread all throughout Arizona. The slaves whisper you're the best fighter in the Legion. Better than Linnaeus, even.
Oh, it's not true.
I hope we can spar sometime. I could not forgive myself for passing on such a test.
I always welcome a good fight. I'd kill you before you could even draw that big dumb thing on your back. Not interested. I always welcome a good fight, Maximus.
Well, glad to hear. I'm sure there's much we can learn from each other.
Tell me about Flagstaff. Are you and Barca close? That's quite the weapon. Who's the greatest fighter in the Legion? And don't say Kaisar. That's quite the weapon.
I fashioned it myself after a dozen or so matches in the arena. The length keeps enemies at range, and the dual edge allows me to engage multiple enemies at once, both offensive and defensively. I call it Tellum Perfectum, the perfect weapon.
Does it shoot missiles? You and Barca close?
Close is an understatement.
We're besties.
Barca and I were both sent to Flagstaff at the same time. We helped each other rise up the ranks. Yeah, he can be a little dry sometimes, but I've met few other Legionnaires as honorable as him. So when I heard he was heading to the Mojave, I refused to let him leave without me.
Alright, we'll talk later, Maximus.
May fortune find you.
And the bold fine flavor. It's far away, all that killing. Alright, sniper. In my hair, where are you, my tiny bear? Oh, it's over there. Well, let's get to it. I don't know what this shotgun was included with the save game. Got my diving mod on. Do some rolls. Front rolls, back rolls. Where are ya? Renegade Ranger. Hey man, you're pretty cool. Oh, we're not gonna talk it out. Got some coin shot for you nuts.
Come on!
Yeah, you first. Oh my god. Don't think I would have survived that. Holy. No! I should have let the dog work. Alright. Go get him. Man, he is... Oh, he dropped his weapon. Never mind. Don't come over here, Bark. Ooh. Feel like I'm playing a whole different game. Jesus Christ, can't... Damn, shut up. Yo, go over there. Eddie is taking a pounding. Bark, get over here, man. Need some bark up. Yeah. Got your gun, fancy.
Jameson.
Oh, bit him in the dick. Good job, Bark. What must be done? Guess this is revenge. Revenge. Colonel, I apologize for my desertion. It was not to disrespect you nor everything you've done for me. I look at you as the father I never had, which is why I cannot sit by and watch the brass do this to you and our brothers. Demoting you was one thing. Calling Boris and Van Dan criminals was another. If this country wants to punish us for fighting our enemies, then I won't fight for this country anymore. I'll fight for you. After Hector's dead, I beg you, let me take full responsibility. I know it'd mean my death, but it's what must be done. Bill. Sorry, Bill, but the check just bounced. What?
Our way.
Man. Sniper's dead, he was NCR. Nice sword, bro. Sniper's dead, he was NCR.
Oh, so it's Tuesday. Great. Thanks for taking him out. Sextus sent a slave with me by the name of Hera, and asked me to give her to you. Consider her your reward.
Oh, man. I gotta feed her and everything now. Cure. The cure is more cowbell.
Oh there, amicus.
Oh there, amigos. Tell me about Flagstaff.
Well, it's not like the Mojave. Flagstaff is completely conquered. You won't find a safer province. But that also means there aren't many opportunities to prove oneself. I was stuck with being an executioner. I mostly dealt with disobedient slaves. If I was lucky, I'd get to kill some captured NCR or raiders.
Jeez.
But I wanted more than that. All I ever wanted was to prove myself to the Legion, and Caesar gave me the chance to do so in the arena. And every day, I thank him for the opportunity to become so much more than what I was.
To put a basket on my face. Who do you think's the greatest fighter in the Legion?
Well, it'd be too prideful to give myself the title, though it is my ambition. Many cite Linnaeus as our best warrior, but I've never seen him fight. Who I have seen fight was the Gold Lion, Centurion Tiberius Aurum. While visiting Flagstaff, my Centurion gave him the honor of executing an NCR Ranger team we captured.
Wow.
The captain insulted Aurum, so, in response, Aurum said he'd make the captain watch as he killed his entire squad. But Aurum did so in the arena. He wanted to give the captain false hope, for the squad didn't stand a chance, even 4-on-1. It was the most vicious, but impressive feat of combat I've ever seen.
Bye, man.
May fortune find you.
He killed a man with dirt. Alright. Hello. Hi there.
Hello.
Hi, sorry. This is my robotic dog, and I have a floating ball sack with me, too.
You must be the Scourge.
That's me.
From here to Bullhead, everyone described you as a beast, a monster, that make even Deathclaws run and hide.
'Cause I smell?
Yet here you are, simply a man, just as I expected. May I know your real name?
Doobie Stick Brothers. It's Hector. You overstep, slave. It's Hector.
I like that more than the moniker everyone else gives you. Apologies. Sextus allowed me to speak more freely than what was usual for slaves. May I tell you of my talents?
Jenga champion. Sure, and it's no problem, you can speak freely. Fine. Sure, it's no problem, you can speak freely.
Sextus told me you were different from most legionnaires. Thank you. My main expertise lies in the medical arts. If you ever need healing, simply come to me. I can also give you supplies, but they are limited. I am also a trained cook, so I'll have a meal prepared for you every day.
Every day.
Finally, while I am not professionally trained or anything, Sextus often asked for my advice.
Should I ask her to the play?
So, if you ever need counsel, I'd be happy to help any way I can.
Thanks. So, yeah, I guess I'll immediately ask you, for some advice. Did he, alright. Eddie, where are you? You're making noise. Why don't you chill here? Yeah, you be real brave. Maybe stand a little over here, huh? Here you go. Sorry, my robot.
Hey.
Yeah, he makes a lot of noise.
You've returned.
It's true. Your eyes do work. You served Sextus before me. I'm hurt and need healing. I need some medical supplies. I could use a meal. You served Sextus before me?
Yes, it was he who originally enslaved me.
Bummer.
I'm grateful it was him. While he merely took me back to camp, I saw what happened to the other girls.
Turned into gingerbread.
After that, it took time for me to adjust, but Sextus understood and was patient. When I was finally sure of the man he was, I opened up, took on more responsibility. He began asking for my advice more often, too.
The red one or the blue?
Sextus was the only legionnaire to take counsel from his slaves. He made it a habit ever since meeting Ruth. God bless her soul.
Alright, want to ask your advice. If you served Sextus, then you must have been at Bullhead.
Unfortunately, Sextus took me along when Vero ordered him outside the city to provide first aid and such. Walked us right into that trap. Should have expected such from a man who only gave orders from behind a desk. We returned to Bullhead and saw... Well, we saw what happens when the Legion isn't there to provide order. It reminds me, I wanted to thank you for ridding us of those gladiators.
Yeah, no prob.
Did you know they hurt their own people? Anyone who wouldn't join them was beaten or killed to intimidate the others, even old women like Ruth. All their talk of righteousness and justice was just a mask. All they wanted was blood and gold.
Piss and bacon.
So, I want you to know, if you ever doubt your actions, don't. They were right. And anyone who says otherwise is wrong. They weren't there. I was.
Damn, Hera, thanks. I noticed you speak of Sextus and the Legion more than your real family. We'll talk later, Hera. Yes.
Return soon.
Oh, I shall. Alright, yeah, let's get the work first, I guess. Is anyone in here? Anyone new here? Hi there.
Hey.
Hi, Cleo, hi. Yes? Are you new here? Who are you?
I'm Cleo. I manage all of Barca's ledgers and records. Boring things wouldn't interest you, like numbers of living slaves. You know.
You don't like me very much, do you?
Yeah, may I speak honestly for a moment here?
So, the whole mod is voiced. I think it was just 20 lines that weren't voiced, so this will be patched in the future. Of course.
Yeah, I'm thankful you're not my master, so I don't have to like you, because, good God. If I had to like the scourge of the slaves, I would have taken my own life long ago. I would have stuck my head in a toilet.
I have a slave to sell you. I want to know more about you, Cleo.
Oh, really? Is this really necessary? I got a lot of work to do. You come in here, this big slave champion.
You mistake this for a request slave.
All right, what do you want to know?
I have a slave to... How's life under Barca's rule?
I don't even view it as such. I was fortunate he was the one that came from my tribe and not others. Barca didn't want to conquer us, but to warn us. We stood no chance against the Legion. And he knew all too well what happened to tribes that resisted occupation and took every measure to spare us from that. He was almost successful. I'll be always thankful he tried. And as a master, he's never requested any more of me or my kin beyond our skill sets.
Almost successful?
Negotiations between Barca and my husband, our leader, were all but complete. My husband reached for his gun to give it to Barca as a sign of submission. But that mongrel Maximus thought it was an attempt on Barca's life, struck him down without hesitation. The rage I felt in that moment. If Barca had not been there, I would have declared war on the entire Legion, and my people would no longer exist.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
You piece of shit.
Alright, I'm sorry. It's my dog.
Our way.
Our way. More help.
So dutiful. Sextus said as much. He spoke quite highly of you. That is, highly of your ability to kill, which is the issue.
Yeah, I'm ranked.
You see, I was sent to Cottonwood Cove to rebuild it after the NCR's attack, as well as make up for the slaves that you and Sextus killed. Thus, the last thing I need is a butcher. I need someone with poise, patience, someone who can use their brain as well as their brawn. So, Scourge, are you what I'm looking for? Or are you just another common killer?
Okay, Barca. Desk jockeys are common. I'm not. Let me help and you can judge for yourself.
Fair enough. Let's get started then. Ever heard of the Rattlers? They're a nomadic raider gang. A nomadic tribe who currently reside here in Vegas. Before I was given command of the Cove, I was trying to integrate them into the Legion, similar to what we're doing with the Khans. However, I have little time to see to them now with my new responsibilities here, so you'll have to take my place. Convince the Rattlers to join us by any means necessary. That was convince, by the way, not kill. Just want to make that clear. Successfully resist your urge to stab everything in sight, as well as recruit the rattlers to our cause. And I'll reward you 10 auras.
It's like $40. What if they refuse? Anything else? What if they refuse?
You mean what if you fail? As I said, use any means necessary outside of violence. Bribe them, even threaten them.
Tell them ghost stories.
But failure is not an option in the Legion. And I assure you, no one understands that better than me.
Anything else?
Just one. Your and Sextus's campaign drained Bullhead's slave population. A population that needs replenishing. If you find any would-be stock in your travels, bring them to Cleo. I'll have her pay you 5 auras for each head.
Classic Cleo.
An unsevered, living head still attached to a living body, I mean.
10 auras. Sextus paid me more for severed deadheads.
Fine. 10 auras. You can find the rattlers near the Basin Creek building, alongside the Frumentari I left there to watch them. Return soon.
Daddy-o. Alright, cool. Welcome home. Let's get some quick tips. You got some quick tips for us?
You've returned.
I want to get some quick tips. Got any advice regarding the rattlers?
The rattlers, I have seen many tribes like them. Warlike peoples. You'll only get their loyalty from a show of strength. They'll never respect a diplomat. It'll be seen as weakness.
Bark said not to use violence.
With all due respect, Barca isn't the one going to meet them. Reminds me of something my father said. Ask for forgiveness, not permission.
Who put the pizza in the bathroom? He said that too, but not as much. Find people to enslave and sell to Cleo. Alright, so... Actually, we do need real quick before we go. Hey, I need, can I buy these?
Yes.
I have a slave facility. I don't. How do I get the, I need the... I buy them from... Buy them from you, don't I?
Our way.
Hey, man. Sorry. Where the hell do I get them? Alright. I'll find them. Might have to make them. Jesus. Just trying to show strength. Alright. Well, we're in the right place. Just killed He-Man. Holy shit. He exploded. Hey, another catcher. Don't mind me, Legion Man, just walking on in. Whoa. Alright, they'll ignore me, I'll ignore them. Nothing here. Hey, that's my dog, he's a robot. I am with the Legion. Ooh, what happened here? Look, I like books too.
What do you want?
I've come in Barker's steed. What happened here?
Your dead friend ordered us to fight for this Barker, who refuses to show himself. The Rattlers are not dogs. We will not do the dirty work of some coward who only speaks with others' tongues.
I like the skulls.
This one-sided alliance is off. Best run back to your master and tell him so, boy.
Not going anywhere, so what now? Continue this nonsense and you'll forfeit all the rewards Legion would grant. Would 500 caps repair this alliance? You shouldn't be fighting the only ones who can protect you from the NCR.
Kneel now, and perhaps I can forget this transgression.
Oh, a lot of big, scary words there. What if I don't?
Oh. Then I'll cut off all your cocks and feed them to the mole rats.
Finally, some fire here! In my younger years, I would have risked it. And it may have even been a good fight. But I'm old now. Too old to risk a young wolf who sounds like he really means what he says. All right. We'll follow you. But let me make that clear. We follow flesh and blood I can see before me. Not a name in the wind.
The Frumentari escort the Rattlers to Cottonwood Cove for their big happy sleepover. Awesome. Good job, Bark. Oh. No, he did. Get that fruit. Man. Is this a bean factory? Got all these beans. Jeez. Ooh, ghost desk. They didn't think anyone would go in the last room. Good bathroom. Ooh, clean. Good God, throw a can outside, guys. Hey, what's up, man?
Scourge!
Stir! What the hell are you doing here? What does Barker have you doing, you crazy son of a bitch?
Mostly just guard duty.
Ah.
A lot of standing, a lot of staring, and a whole lot of nothing. He promises he'll have something big for us soon. And he'd better. If not, we may just raid this little cove ourselves.
Oh, Stir, count me in.
Oh, with your permission, of course.
Of course, yeah, man. Tell me about the Rattlers.
We used to be part of the 80s. Meanest gang in the wasteland. Not even your Caesar could conquer them. Did well with them for a while. But then some guy came back. Can't say for sure who he was, but some former bigwig boss. Complete
Jameson.
lunatic. And coming from me, that's saying something. Our former chief, Bone Lord, got us the hell out of there. Broke off and founded the Rattlers in earnest. He established many of our traditions.
Pizza Thursdays.
Single combat, our nomadic nature, and of course, wearing the bones of our former enemies. He was a good man, Bone Lord. Got his head blown off by that wet
Jameson.
Frank a few months back. That's when I took over.
Tell me more about that guy you mentioned.
Well, he had a talent for always being inebriated. Even in the middle of a desert, no water in sight, he'd somehow find a way to be drunk. Due to this, he was prone to long, belligerent rants about the weather, politics, demon worshippers, and elves. Nightmare person. But don't let his delusions fool you. He was dangerous, a master of stealth and explosions. The ways he'd find to hide bombs, underneath people, underneath rats. Sometimes, I swear, he'd conjure them out of thin air. black magic bullshit, man. So, yeah, we got the hell away from that guy.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Who's Frank?
Some whiny cunt who I'm sure has some tragic, long-winded backstory of how his family was killed or someone touched him. Typical vigilante bullshit.
Alright, and might as well. What brought you and your tribe to the Mojave?
Plunder, of course.
Oh.
And there's not a better time to plunder than during a war. We thought about harassing the NCR while they were preoccupied with you, but then you offered us a job.
Big cushy job.
I originally hoped to work with the Gold Lion, but the Scourge is a mighty name to follow as well.
To battle. Stir, I love you, man. Alright, we'll talk later.
See ya.
Later, Stir. Is his name Steer? I hope I'm not messing that up. He's too polite to, acknowledge it.
Our way.
Highway, man.